service. So when he cooks or do that, clean, and go, oh, honey, thank you for washing the dish.
So many times you think that the touch can only happen during the sexual act and the union between that husband and wife. But the touch could be in the small thing, many boxes. But you never know what's inside until you do what?
Open it.
Open it. All right, and then hold up this, and you'll see that there are other boxes are inside. And men, we need to be romantic. Keep it real. Well, welcome to Keep It Real TV. I am your host, Dr. Keith Rolle, aka Dr. K. Well, Sister Joy Osweke Rolle, she's not here, but she will be back next week. I know that she is the star performer. Many of you just get such a kick out of her and her beauty, just mesmerized. And so today we have a special guest. We're going to introduce him momentarily, but we don't want you to touch that dial. We are at episode 30, the big 3-0 today, and boy, do we have an outstanding program in store for you. We'll introduce our special guest and the topic here momentarily. But we want to thank our sponsor. Without the sponsor, the production is not made possible. None other than Frank. You can see his last name. He's an esquire, an attorney. He specializes in immigration and employment and labor relations. Contact him. There is his address and his telephone number, 713-782-6688. If you need an attorney to help you with immigration matters or labor and employment. And then if you're interested in being a sponsor, give us a call, 346-813-0222, because we cannot make this program happen without you, the sponsor. Well, today we are elated. I've been knowing this young man. He is an up and coming and emerging star. His name is Hamilton Wuzor, entrepreneur as well as designer. And he has come up with a solution to make your dining more exquisite. And therefore, we're going to talk about today, elevate your dining experience. He's come up with a solution that's going to help restaurant owners, businesses, as well as you, the consumer, and the client, with a solution called DineQR. Well, Hamilton, welcome to Keep It Real TV.
Thank you, Dr. K. Thank you for having me.
Well, so many people, you are such a smart man, very tech savvy. That talent and gifting didn't land on me, but it had to come to someone like you. Now, you have a BS degree in digital filmmaking. Boy, you have done animation. You're also an IT specialist, web app designer, motion graphic designer. You're all over the place. How did you get so smart and come up with these skill sets and competencies?
Well, Dr. K, it's just my passion for solving problems. Each and every problem has a solution out there, and like it's how you approach the problem to solve it. That you have to try to dive into many different areas to gain that knowledge.
Okay, well, we're gonna find out about your global A team. Mr. A did not only have an A team, but you have an A team. They're all over the place: India, Brazil, and also Nigeria, and some other nations. We'll find out more about that momentarily. But you were born in India.
Correct.
Your father is Nigerian, yes. And also you come from a royal family. Now, don't have royalty in your blood. You do by being a born-again believer. But how did you end up being born from two Nigerians as well as in India? And then I want you to share that culture and that experience growing up in India.
To through my parents. My parents migrated to India at a young age for studying, for school. And from there, they decided to stay, and then they had me there and my sister, and yeah, so that's how I got to India.
What was it like growing up in India, going to school, and the lifestyle?
India is very simple. Going to school was for me an amazing experience because I've had the opportunity to go to school in Nigeria too, when I only lasted for a month. And yeah, and they had to take me back to India. So I mean, India is a very simple country. We don't look for anything extravagant. We live life like the way it comes, with simplicity. We don't aim for like to have the best or whatever. We love to give. So like that's what India is all about.
Well, also I've learned 2 weeks ago that India has surpassed China in this population. India now has 1.4 billion people. Wow, that's a lot of people.
That is a lot of people.
And also, India leads the way in technology. In fact, when you go through these call centers now, you get somebody from India that answers the phone. And so you grew up there, you went to school there, both high school, elementary, and you went to college. Put up his resume, his bio, so that the people can see. There's that fine-looking young man there. Look like Shaq O'Neal a little bit. I'm sure you get that. Entrepreneur, web app developer, designer, IT specialist, motion graphic designer, social media guru. Okay, what we're going to do now, you have triple citizenship. Indian, Nigerian, as well as American. Now you went to Nigeria, you go back there from time to time, but how did you migrate to the United States? Did you come from India, or did you come from Nigeria to the United States? And I know that you applied for immigration, and congratulations. You're now a U.S. citizen. You raised your hand and you made a pledge of allegiance. And so we welcome you and your skill sets and competencies.
Thank you so much. So it was right after school in India. Right after film school, I decided to move to Nigeria to actually get to experience the culture, experience the people, and also see how I could help make an impact to the society. So I stayed in Nigeria for 3 years. The 3 years, it was a great experience. I mean, I got to meet a lot of amazing people, and also at the same time it was the bad experience also. But then hey, there's always a good and the bad.
The good and the bad and the ugly.
Good, bad, and the ugly. But then otherwise, it was great. So I stayed in Nigeria 3 years, worked for some amazing companies, for some amazing brands out there, and then I got the opportunity to come to the US, and that's how I moved to the US. So moving to the US I met my queen, and then we tied the knot, and yeah.
When I met you, you were working for a company, and I was brought on to help out, and it was a company from Angola.
Yes, correct.
And also you came up with a solution for them.
Correct.
And you had your international team from India work on this technology that enhanced that business while it was in operation. But I want to learn more about how you got into filmmaking and TV and what created your interest there. And then we're going to talk about this DineQR, because already my mouth is salivating, and I want to hear how you found the need and fill it, you found the hurt and heal it, you found the problem and you solve it. And believe it or not, those of you who are watching out there, you have been created for a purpose to solve a problem, and like Hammy, you can make it happen. Now don't you forget me when you become a billionaire. All right, so you were in, how did you get started in filmmaking?
Well, so it was at a very young age, I could say at the age of 14, was when I decided that for further education, I want to learn how to design and make films. My parents at the time were not in support of that. They were like, "Hey, no, you should be a lawyer or an engineer." But I'm like, "Hey, that I want to design." Then they asked me why. So I'm like, "Hey, just look around you. Everything around you is a design, and it has been done by somebody. You know, I want to be that buddy that makes those designs, you know, that helps those makes an impact in people's life, you know, helps make that change, simplify things, you know, that is what got me the zeal to go into design and like focus on it. And yeah.
Okay, so you may have many young men and women out there that needs a coach and a mentor, Hamilton. I call you Hammy. Okay, what would you say to them? Here your parents, they weren't at first supportive for you they wanted you to be a lawyer, and oftentimes a lot of children fulfill their parents' expectations. What would you say to a young man, a woman that likes, a girl, a boy, that likes to break things and fix them, or they're into TV, acting, etc., they're into technology? My grandsons, man, they are so tech savvy. When he was 2 years old, he could go cut the computer on and knew how to operate it, and he always calling me for some type of gadget. What would you say to them to encourage them to fulfill their passion, fulfill their purpose, and to get into, because the media arena and technology is in vogue, and since COVID, man, we have really evolved and whatnot.
Okay, so like what I would say is that you are the future, not your parents. So you see what is coming, not your parents. So whatever you have a passion in, whatever you believe in, go for it.
Wow.
Don't let anything, should I say, be a blocker to that vision, because you'll definitely have those blockers come in from left, right, center, family, friends, best friends, wife, girlfriend, everybody. But don't let those things affect you. Just focus on your heart, focus on your passion, and you will get there.
Well, Dorothy had to get back to Kansas by following the yellow brick road, so you're telling them follow the desire. And you have to do a self-discovery. All right, we're going to get into this DineQR. If you can put that flyer up. Now, you came up with this, the one with the young lady. I like that. To scan, to savor, and to smile. With DineQR, it's a revolutionary digital menu. You went to a food truck, and therefore you were frustrated. And then out of that sprung this idea. There was a problem,
yeah,
and you came up with a solution.
Yes.
DineQR.
So actually, what happened was that it was a very long day, and I was hungry. So there was a food truck in my apartment complex. I went out there to try to get some food. I see their menu that is listed on the board, and it's just words, you know. So I'm tired.
Graphics. A lot of times people are
yeah,
graphic. Right.
people are more graphical. People need those visuals, and like that's something that I didn't see. So like I just told the guy, hey, what do you recommend? Probably he must have recommended the most expensive meal, or he must have recommended what he preferred, or what he liked most. But that was his recommendation, and then I just bought it, and then I took it home. So getting home after eating the food, I wasn't satisfied. I was like, I don't like this. So I started thinking what I mean. Then it dawned on me like, okay, how about if I could see the menu on my phone? Because you can never get tired of looking at your phone, but you can always get tired of looking at a piece of paper or looking at the screen. But for some reason, your phone is like
personal.
Yeah, it's personal. So that is what hit me. Like, okay, fine. Why not try to do this? You know, why not try to like create a platform wherein restaurant owners can like list their menu digitally, with pictures and price and all that good stuff, so that like the user like me can appreciate what they have and also be able to explore new foods, in the process. Because like when you look at a menu and you see a whole list of food and you don't understand what is in it, you tend to like go back to what you usually have. Maybe for me it's like fried rice any day, or chicken biryani.
You go in and have the
same whole thing
over and over again.
again.
And therefore, the solution allows them to see a picture of what this exotic, exquisite food look like and whatnot. I found out something interesting about the dining industry. 163 million people dine out weekly. That's a lot.
That's a lot.
And therefore, at least once a week, an average of $71 spent. I know I went in with my wife and I go out to dine. I spent over $100. And therefore, $602 billion spent a year in the restaurant industry.
Correct.
And also since COVID, the takeout has really surged and whatnot. So explain this QR, DineQR, how does it work, and give them the why. Everybody want to know why, Hammy, of I can use this solution.
Okay, so basically it is it's a tool that restaurant owners can use to like upload their menus, and upon uploading menus, then their customers, when they come in, they can easily just scan a QR code that can be placed either on the table or on the sales counter and have an experience of the restaurant's menu. Sorry, Doctor.
Yes. So anyway, it's on they scan a QR.
Yes.
And then it comes on their phone.
Yes.
And even before they get to the restaurant, they can download it. How would they be able to?
Yeah, so like this tool is it's not a tool that customers download, and which is a great thing, because I mean that's another thing that we put into consideration. We didn't want customers to be downloading lots of apps, useless apps on their phones that they don't use. So like we wanted to make it very practical and useful. So like you just scan the QR and then you interact with the restaurant's menu. You can you can explore their various dishes that they have. You can pick. You can share with your friends. You can also you can also make payments. Yeah, you can also make payments direct to a restaurant. So like it streamlines everything from the restaurant, because like usually a restaurant owner, they would have to for example a food truck, they would have to take in the order, probably collect payment, if change has to be provide change, then start the preparation, and after that deliver, and so. But
well, I don't have my phone in front of me, but the phone has replaced at least 30 different products.
Yes.
Remember when we had the telephones in our house? No more.
No more.
Everything is done on the phone. Also, you can get your laundry service done. You don't have to take it to the dry clean. Since COVID, you can even call and place your grocery order, etc. Boy, it's remarkable. Put up the slide about the social app with the DineQR so that we can see the social media handles of how they can get this. All right, we'll give there it is right there. DineQR, elevate your dining experience. Talk about your social media handle and familiarize the clients as well as the business owners of why they should procure your expertise and your services for this solution.
Okay, so to better get to DineQR, you can visit us on Instagram, DineQR. Also on our website, DineQR.io. If you can also send us an email, info@DineQR.io. And the reason why I feel that that both restaurant owners and customers should embrace such technology, because number one, personal hygiene. A lot of people visit a restaurant on a daily basis, And if you're busy handing out paper menus to like all your customers, you don't know where their hands have been. So now with QR technology, I mean, you just scan the QR and then your customers see your menu on their phones, and like that simplifies everything. And then also sometimes some restaurants or food truck owners, they need to weekly print new menus. Print new menus weeklies, or update their menus sometimes. Like with this technology, you don't need to do multiple printing. You just update at your back end, and it's automatically updated in the front end for your customers to explore and experience.
Well, real estate is location, location, location.
Yes.
And oftentimes, marketing is very critical and key with restaurant owners or business owners, etc. And you talked about that cost for every week marketing, printing new menus, etc. Whereas this solution, DineQR, minimizes all of that paper trail.
Correct.
And therefore, they can use that money for that can go into proceeds, and it minimizes their overhead. Put up that slide again. We took it down a little too fast so that our viewers can capture it. DineQR, elevate your dining experience. Your telephone number, 346-281-9984. And then your Instagram, is that Instagram or the one that says DineQR?
Yeah, that's the Instagram.
Instagram. And then your info, your email, and then also your website. So
Correct.
they can go to this website, learn all about you, learn all about this DineQR. Convince that restaurant owner and that business person that you are their marketing guru.
Oh, well, I mean, if you have a problem in your business, you're looking for creative solutions on solving them. I mean, not expensive solutions, but solutions that actually work. You can contact me. If you're looking to improve your social media presence or improve your brand presence online, I'm also your guy. I'm a well-rounded designer, also an entrepreneur, but first of all, I'm a designer before an entrepreneur. So yes, any solutions, any web designs or mobile applications. I mean, okay, sorry. If you have a problem with your business, call me. I have a solution. That's it.
And you want to deliver. Not only do you help in the area of dining, but you help with their businesses. And here are 3 B's for business success. Believe in your product or your services, and you believe in your solutions.
Yes.
And then we're going to talk about your global team here in a minute. And then you got to brand your business and your products. And this is where Hammy come in. And also you want to build your business on excellence. So you network, you market, use your social media platforms, use technology, you leverage, and you will definitely get a return on your investments. And protocol, presence, presentation matters.
Correct.
And so this DineQR, I believe, is going to be a big hit with this solution, and then also their dining experience. So talk about your international global team. They're in India, they're in Brazil, they're in Nigeria. How did you recruit them? And I think you're going to be doing some traveling where you meet up with them. And do you have different people in different countries, like maybe the head manager? And how does that work? How did you acquire and put together this global team?
Okay, so well, I it's because of my background, my diverse background of coming from India, coming from Nigeria, also being in the U.S. So I've been able to meet a lot of people throughout my journeys and build those relationships. So when I came up with DineQR, I had a team. So I just reached out to everybody, like with the idea, with the solution. Get their feedbacks and buy-ins on what they thought, and they also believed in the project, So that was one good thing for not only you the owner, but then also the team to believe in the project. And my team is spread across the globe. I have my programmers are in India. My SEO, my special search engine optimizer, he's based in Bangladesh. The design team comes from Nigeria. Marketing is from Brazil. So it's and it's growing, and the team is growing. So yeah, we have a lot to offer, and you will experience it through our first product, DineQR.
All right, put up your personal information so that they can see you for other services. The Hamilton personal email, and then we want you to give a 1-minute message to them. There you are right there. Talk about that, Hamilton, your telephone number, and give a 1-minute sales pitch to sell yourself. And you heard it first here at Keep It Real TV, not on CNN.
Oh, yes. Well, okay, so I can be contacted at 346-317-1014. My email address is hammywhitney@gmail.com. And what is the other thing, Dr. K?
Share a 1-minute message why you, the entrepreneur, the business person, the restaurant owner, should contact you for solutions and their web designs.
All right, so we all know bricks, right? Cool. I am not the usual brick on the wall. So like, just imagine you have a brick wall that is painted white, and you have a spot that is painted green. That is me.
Wow. All right. Well, we want to thank you for being a guest on our show. And then also, you want to do something special to help us with our marketing. Tell our listening audience about that.
Okay, cool. So, this is what I want to do for you, Dr. K. If you subscribe to DineQR, Dr. K receives $50 from your subscription. So but at time of subscription, you need to put a reference code. You lead to success.
Not lead to you. Keep It Real TV.
Sorry, Keep It Real TV. Just type Keep It Real TV from the reference, and Dr. K earns $50.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you very much, and that should really generate income for us to do many more innovative things. I wish you much success. You're a young man, not even 30 yet, I don't think.
No,
You're not even 30, and boy, you are just soaring to a new height, and we want to see you at a higher dimension. You're going in the right direction, and you will arrive at your destiny on time. How many of these desires have you said to yourself? I want to write a book and get my book written and published. Now, it's taking forever. I have something to contribute to society, but I don't know how to go about it. I want to start my own business. I feel stuck in a dead-end job. Well, you heard Hammy talk about how he went and he came up with a solution, DineQR, and you want to elevate your experience. Everything is within you, all of the solutions, all of the answers to questions. And do you know what problem you've been created by God to design, to solve? What impact or influence are you currently making to solve that problem? And then how are you paving the way for someone else's future success? See, purpose is calling you. And like Hammy, you were put on this earth to solve a problem. And DineQR will solve a dining problem, and you will elevate your dining pleasure. This is Dr. K. Like I said, Lady Joy will be back next week with me. There's that beautiful queen. Keep It Real TV, our YouTube. When you go to look at us on YouTube, subscribe. And then there's our telephone number, 346-813-0222. If you would like to become a sponsor, we have October, November, and December, and we need sponsors for those months. And in December, we're going to have something special during that month. And there's our email, KeepItRealTV49@gmail.com. Send in your reviews and your comment. Well, look at your camera, and I'm going to look at my camera. And on the count of 3, we want to say keep it real as we close. 1, 2, 3. Keep it real!